We've got a lot to go over tonight, guys. There's a lot to go over. It's all good, and I'm looking forward to interviewing Bill tonight. So let's get into Bill's bio, shall we? This is the bio that Bill provided me, just letting you know whenever you hear this. Okay, so Bill Dermody is the director of U.S. marketing for Heckler Koch. He's a firearms industry veteran of more than 25 years and has promoted brands on both the hunting sporting side of the business as well as the shooting personal defense side. He is an eager learner and considers training and promoting training the best part of his job. He prefers dogs over humans any day of the week, and smoked meats are his love language. I'm not joking. He wrote that. I'm pretty sure it was him that wrote that. And as I said earlier in the broadcast, he was featured on Gun Talk Media's First Person Defender with Adam Winch as his instructor. And we'll be getting into that a little bit later. So let's bring on Mr. Bill Dermody. Hey, Bill, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, I'm just really, really glad that you stayed up until 9 p.m. Eastern to be on this.
I know, an old man like me, it is past my bedtime.
No, it really is a pleasure. I've gotten a chance to get to know you a little bit better over the phone, and so doing this interview is really a highlight. So I appreciate your time tonight. So where shall we begin, right? Let's start with, I mean, you've got an interesting story. You've been in the business for quite some time, and you have a diverse background in the gun industry. So tell us all how you made your way to H&K. How did that all come about?
How did I made my way to H&K, or how did I weasel my way into the business so many years ago? Yeah, I was always, funny thing is, just growing up, I learned how to, I grew up in a non-shooting home. We didn't have any guns. Grew up in the Northeast, and it just really wasn't part of the culture. But I learned how to shoot at scout camp, and I just really excelled at it. And you know, the scout camp had me recruited onto their staff so I could help out with competitions they were having against other scout camps. So I came home after having this great experience and told my parents I wanted to buy a single shot Savage 22, and my mom promptly said no.
You'll shoot your eye out?
Oh, yeah. Well, she'd never been around it, and she thought that, you know, that gun hanging on the wall above the mantle can load itself and go off, you know. She just didn't know any better. And my dad had served in the military. He was more comfortable with firearms, but he was a smart man. He went, sorry, dude. So really, I didn't buy my first gun until I was in college. I started shooting, and then I became a competition shooter, traveling around, competing in world shoots and national championships and whatnot. And I was actually on my way home from a world shoot in Brazil, and I stopped by. I graduated from Brigham Young University. I stopped by to visit one of my professors and just say hi as I was passing through town on the way home. And she said, you know, a buddy of yours from when you were here in school called over here yesterday, and they're looking for a copywriter in the advertising department at Browning. And I just went, can I use your phone? And we called him right there from her office, and an interview was scheduled quickly, and I got hired at Browning. That was my first job in the industry. And I worked at Browning on I talk about the hunting side of things and the shooting side of things. I worked there, I think, for 6.5 years in a really strong hunting brand. And then from there, I went, every time I move, it's 1,000 miles. I don't mess around. From Browning in Utah, I went to Springfield Armory in Illinois and worked 4 years there, and that was probably the biggest jump for me. Is I got put in charge of the marketing department, and it was just my opportunity to shine and be seen by the industry. And when the eyes are on you, if you can do good work, then it gets noticed. And so from there, I got kind of stolen away and recruited to go work. So I worked there for 4 years, and then I got recruited to Savage. Ran the marketing program at Savage for 10 years, and then a former colleague of mine from Savage had left to help run HK. Historically, HK has been very military oriented, and the consumers have kind of gotten the leftover scraps, or the leftover manufacturing capacity after the military orders were filled, and they just weren't serious about the civilian market. But that was kind of the pull for me is, hey, we're going to get serious about the civilian market, and I need somebody who's got experience in civilian firearms market to help us get there. And you know, it's been a great journey. I mean, just in the 5 years or so that I've been here, we've doubled our sales. I can't take credit for all that. A lot of things have gone right, but I don't think you can screw up the marketing piece and still double the size of the company at the time. And it's been a great ride. It's been a fun ride, and you know, it's a cool job.